Friday, March 15th. We only have a few games. Let's get into it. The first game is the Phoenix Suns beat the Charlotte Hornets. No surprise there. 107-96. Devin Booker, since coming back, his efficiency hasn't been great, but it doesn't really matter when the opponent is the Charlotte Hornets. 11 assists is great. Added some defensive stats. Yusuf Nurkic continues to be amazing. Although the free throw is going to hurt your team in a major way. 3 for 7, but 21 rebounds. Amazing. KD had just 13 points. Bradley Beal had 15. I think, when everybody's healthy, there'll be games where KD goes for 40. And then Beal and Booker, right, they might just get 20 each, maybe not even. Or there'll be games Bradley Beal has it going. So when everybody's healthy, in terms of scoring, they're going to kind of take turns. But all the other stats should be fine, like the assists, the rebounds. Especially for Bradley Beal, he really needs to get more peripheral stats for us to even roster him in the playoffs. Because maybe he give you 18 points a game, but not much else. He doesn't make a lot of threes either. For the Charlotte Hornets, they're a mess at this point. I think it's safe to assume that LaMelo Ball is not coming back. So if you have him in your IR even, and in the playoffs, it's like, I got to use that spot because my other guy is injured, out for one game. It's okay to drop him. At this point, it's not looking good at all. Trey Mann, he has the minutes, but he's not putting up major numbers. Just 7 assists and a steal. 15 rebounds and nothing else. Miles Bridges struggle continues. Same thing with Brandon Miller. But Mičić, if you have him, if you need assists and threes and some points, sure, go at him. He's been the starting point guard and he's been dishing out. The next one is another bad team. The Miami Heat beat Detroit on the road. Jimmy Butler just doing Jimmy Butler same. And Bam Adebayo against a bad team, finally. The defensive stats started coming just a little bit. 2 steals and 3 blocks. Duncan Robinson hit 4 threes, amazing. Sure, Terry Rozier, a steal and a block, 18 points is okay. Again, in the playoffs, is he a must roster? I don't think so. Right? If you need big man stats, don't be hesitant to drop him. He really doesn't offer you all that much at this point. Just a little bit everything. So, if you have a 4-game week, sure. But they only have 1 game in 4 days, you drop him for sure. And you're in a tight matchup. We look at Detroit. Kate Cunningham played 31 minutes. They're not playing him high minutes. He's just there. He's still playing. To be honest, on a bad team like this, as long as he's playing, I think it's a win. 9 assists is okay with 11 points. Jaden Ivey though, 9 assists and 14 points, pretty good. Yeah, if you have Kate Cunningham, you should absolutely have Jaden Ivey as well, right? Because you're pounding field goal and turnovers. And there's enough. Jalen Duren continued to grab amazing amount of rebounds, 17 rebounds in 34 minutes, 7 for 9 at a block. His problem is he just doesn't get enough defensive stats. Lately has been okay, but we do expect a lot more from him. Isaiah Stewart played 37 minutes. Unless you need rebounds, you stream him, but Duren has been taking all the rebounds away from him. Simone has been started last game, had 5 threes here. Whenever he starts, he put up decent numbers on this team. 5 for 8 from 3 is no joke. Moving on to the next one, we have the Orlando Magic beat the Toronto Raptors 113-103. We look at Jalen Suggs. Good, 3 steals here. You really want him for defensive stats, to be honest. Like all the other stats, fine, he provides a little bit, but mainly it's the defensive stat. If no defensive stats, he doesn't really offer anything. And surprisingly, he actually got over 30 minutes, given how this is a semi-blowout. Ben Carroll, 6 for 6 from the free throw line is a win. 8 assists is good. Fred Wagner just had a lot of turnovers. I don't know why. 4 assists and 2 steals is okay. And Wendell Carter Jr. had 8 rebounds in 28 minutes. Is Wendell Carter Jr. a must roster? If you need rebound 3s in categories, you could have him. Otherwise, he has no use to us. For the Toronto Raptors, how about Kelly Olynyk? Not the best game. 10 points, 9 rebounds, but absolutely must roster. With Gary Trent back, Bruce Brown came off the bench, but still played 30 minutes. So if the Raptors schedule is good, you have Grady Dick, Bruce Brown, these guys, we need to stream them. Emmanuel quickly, 10 assists and 2 steals, good enough. And Gary Trent went off with 31 points and 7 threes. Yeah, if you have him, he's gonna give you a lot of threes and points toward as the season comes to an end because he has the minutes, he has the usage. Like some people need to shoot on this team. The next game is the Clippers lost to the New Orleans Pelicans. Oh, well, the Clippers they were hot for a while, but that hasn't been the case in the last month or so. The Clippers are fourth seed right now, 5-5, in the last 10. So they've fallen off quite a bit. And Pelicans actually could catch up. They're only 2 games behind, and this game is obviously huge. Kawhi Leonard played huge minutes with 23 points, super efficient again with 2 blocks and 7 rebounds. Paul George played 41 minutes. Wow, those are big minutes for him. 26 points, 3 threes, is still on the block, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. Okay, those are pretty good numbers. And with Russell Westbrook out for season, and Harden is also out this game, so Bones Highland came in. But I think with Russ out for season for sure, it's actually hurting them a little to some degree because you have a guy that come off the bench can just run the offense and do a bunch of stuff. They no longer have that, so that's going to be kind of tough, I think, moving forward for this Clippers team to go deeper into the playoffs. Norman Powell is still doing good. Off the bench, played 26 minutes, had 15 points. His role is to come off the bench and shoot. For the Pelicans, Valanciunas, they really are pulling his minutes, so he's droppable for sure. And they give him the minutes to Larry Nance Jr., to Herbert Jones, to Trey Murphy. Because Herbert Jones, Trey Murphy, they're getting over 30 minutes. So if you got them, continue to roster them. Herbert Jones has been getting an unbelievable amount of defensive stats. And Trey Murphy, you need threes, yeah. Threes and defensive stats, he give you those. And Larry Nance Jr. now, I think, is a streaming territory. If they have a back-to-back and you need all the peripheral stats, Larry Nance, we know how good he could be in fantasy. If you give him 35 minutes right now, he's going to put up top 30, 40 numbers probably. He can get a bunch of steals, some blocks and rebounds and good field goal and assists too. Just does everything. Zion Williamson went off with 34 points and 3 steals and a block. But with so many guys, right, like you have Brandon Ingram and CJ McCollum just not really doing much when everybody is healthy. It's kind of hard to play well every game or put up big numbers every game. Move on to the next one. The Denver Nuggets beat the Spurs. This is Jokic versus Wemby. This is a class number 1 or number 2 or number 3. Jokic it was easy for him. 13 for 19, 1 for 3, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 blocks. We have to look at Wemby now. 4 for 12, but added 2 steals and 3 blocks. I think Wemby offensively, he's still very, very raw. I think his presence on the defensive end right now has more, more impact on the defensive end. Because offensively, sure, he's unstoppable, right? But he's not making them at a pretty good clip. And because he's skinny, right? As the game goes on, the later it goes on this season, his efficiency is just, his efficiency hasn't been good. There are many ways to defend him. Obviously, the Spurs sucked. They can throw double team at him at different times. Jamal Murray struggled a little bit shooting the basketball, but had 4 steals and 8 assists and 10 rebounds. Those are pretty good numbers. Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon did their thing. They played just 22 minutes because this is not really particularly close. And we look at the Spurs. Jeremy Sohan, an okay game, 19 points and a steal. Again, he's a guy that if you want, you could have. Meanwhile, Trey Jones is still dealing out assists with 9. Devin Vassell doing points and threes. It seems like that's just been a trend for him all season long. All right, moving on to the last game of the night, we have the Atlanta Hawks lost to the Utah Jazz 120-124. Clint Capella played 32 minutes, big game, good minutes too, 15 points and 2 blocks. I did not know Wesley Matthews is on this team. Somehow he got traded. We have Jalen Johnson back. If somehow he's out there on the waiver wire, I would absolutely pick him up. He's a beast in fantasy category leagues. Really rough efficiency this game, but with Trae Young out, I think he's also forced to take some more shots, to be honest. And DeAndre Hunter's minutes is also great with Adebayo also out for season. I think this game Bogdanovich is also out, so he had a great game offensively with 5 threes and 27 points. But the problem with DeAndre Hunter is he doesn't really do anything outside of scoring threes. For the Jazz, this is a great win for them. They won by 2, and with Walker Kessler coming off the bench with 9 rebounds and steal and 2 blocks. Okay, so now Lauri Markkanen has been out since I don't know how long since he's been out. So some of the guards, they have a higher offensive load. Keontae George is absolutely must roster, 25 points and 5 threes and 5 assists, 2 steals and a 3. Amazing. Colin Sexton played well. And, Jordan Clarkson didn't play this game. So you have some of the random guys coming play 20 minutes. But if Keontae George is on the waiver wire, you have to pick him up. He's playing so well at the moment. And getting minutes too, obviously he's starting. That's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.